Imagine a country where the vast plains seem endless, where winter is so extreme that temperatures can drop to -40 degrees Celsius, and where one of the greatest figures in history is still revered as a national hero. A place with a nomadic culture that has resisted modernity. Discover a tribe where women challenge norms with multiple lovers, following a unique tradition of ambulant marriages. Mongolia is also known for its fossils, with some of the most important dinosaur discoveries in the world, and for being the possible birthplace of ice cream. Today we will take you to explore Mongolia, a country as fascinating as it is unknown. But before we start, make sure to subscribe and stay until the end, because you will be surprised by the mysteries this country holds. Mongolia is located between Russia and China in the heart of Asia. Its geography is a mix of arid deserts, endless plains, and imposing mountains. Its climate is one of the most extreme on the planet, with frigid winters and dry summers. During winter, the capital, Ulaanbaatar, becomes one of the coldest cities in the world, reaching temperatures of up to -40 degrees Celsius. Additionally, Mongolia experiences a phenomenon called dzud, a devastating winter that can lead to massive livestock loss due to the combination of extreme temperatures and food shortages. In contrast, summers can be hot, with temperatures reaching 40 degrees Celsius in some regions. These drastic temperature changes have shaped the way of life of the Mongolians for centuries. Can you imagine living in a place like this? Ulaanbaatar is the capital of Mongolia and also the largest city in the country. However, although it is the largest capital in terms of land area, its population density is only 307 inhabitants per square kilometer. To compare, Lima, the capital of Peru, has a density of over 3,000 inhabitants per square kilometer. This means that there is a lot of space in Mongolia. But winter brings a serious problem: air pollution. Due to the burning of coal and wood for heating, the air in Ulaanbaatar becomes unbreathable in winter. But not everything is bad in this season. In the outskirts of the city, you can practice winter sports, such as skiing, ice skating, and ice hockey, which is very popular among young people. Dog sled races and Mongolian wrestling competitions on snow are also held. Additionally, the city looks stunning, covered in snow. Parks and squares become perfect settings to enjoy winter, with lights illuminating the streets and winter markets offering wool clothing, crafts, and hot food to help cope with the cold. Mongolia is globally known for its historical legacy, and it all comes down to one name: Genghis Khan. This leader created the Mongol Empire, which at its height covered more territory than any other empire in history. It stretched from Eastern Europe to the Sea of Japan, including China, Russia, the Middle East, and parts of Southeast Asia. But why do the Mongols still venerate Genghis Khan? Because he unified the nomadic tribes and established an unprecedented system of trade and cultural exchange. His giant statue, 40 meters tall, is located in Sonjin Buldog, about 54 kilometers east of Ulaanbaatar. This impressive monument, made of stainless steel, depicts Genghis Khan on horseback and symbolizes his greatness and leadership. Additionally, at its base, there is a museum dedicated to the history of the Mongol Empire, featuring exhibits of ancient weapons, artifacts, and traditional clothing. Mongolia is a country with deep-rooted traditions. Its most important festival is the Lunar New Year, known as Tsagaan Sar. This celebration marks the beginning of the year according to the lunar calendar, and is one of the most anticipated celebrations for Mongolians. During Tsagaan Sar, families gather to honor their ancestors, share large feasts, and visit friends and relatives, always accompanied by food offerings such as booze, a type of Mongolian dumpling. Another important event is Naadam, where Mongolians compete in wrestling, horse racing, and archery. The Golden Eagle Festival is also notable, where hunters train eagles for hunting in the Altai Mountains. Speaking of traditions, Mongolia has some of the most unusual drinks in the world. Sheep eye juice, for example, is a traditional drink said to cure hangovers. It is prepared by mixing fermented sheep eyes with tomato juice, vinegar, and various spices. This mixture is believed to help regain energy after a night of excess, thanks to its combination of proteins and minerals. Would you dare to try it? Mongolia is a country with deep-rooted traditions. One of the most intriguing communities related to Mongolian culture is the Mosuo tribe. In this tribe, women are the primary heads of the family, and inheritance is passed down through the maternal line. One of their most striking aspects is the practice of walking marriages. Instead of a traditional marriage, women can have multiple lovers throughout their lives without the need to establish a formal relationship. Children are raised within the maternal home, and men play a secondary role in upbringing. This social structure has allowed the Mosuo to maintain a unique organization where female autonomy is key. Despite modernity, the nomadic lifestyle remains prevalent in Mongolia. Many families still live in yurts, which are circular houses made of wood and fabric, designed to withstand extreme weather. This way of life is sustained by tradition, the need for mobility, and adaptation to the country's harsh environment. Mongolian nomads continue to move with their herds in search of better pastures and more favorable weather conditions. Maintaining a close connection with nature, pastoralism is the foundation of their economy and livelihood, relying on livestock for food, clothing, and building materials. Although urbanization has led some nomads to settle in cities, many continue with their way of life due to their strong cultural ties and the self-sufficiency it provides them. Their diet is based on dairy products and meat, especially lamb meat and yak milk, which is rich in fats and proteins. Constant mobility and extreme weather make their diet highly caloric, allowing them to withstand low temperatures. They also produce dry cheese, known as arul, which allows them to preserve food for long periods. Another traditional drink is fermented mare's milk, called airag, which has a slight alcohol content. For many Mongolians, this is the taste of childhood. Additionally, the nomadic lifestyle fosters values such as hospitality and self-sufficiency, which are essential for survival in one of the most inhospitable regions of the planet. Despite modern challenges, nomadism in Mongolia remains a symbol of national identity and a way of life that endures to this day. Mongolia is known as the land of the blue sky because it has more than 250 sunny days a year. Its landscapes include the famous Mongolian steppe, a vast ocean of grass that stretches to the horizon, where nomads graze their herds as they have done for centuries. There is also the Gobi Desert, an inhospitable place full of contrasts, with golden dunes, rocky mountains, and a unique fauna that includes Bactrian camels and snow leopards. This desert is famous for its paleontological discoveries, where some of the most important dinosaur fossils in the world have been found. Another iconic place is Mount Burkhan Khaldun, considered sacred by the Mongols, as it is believed to be the final resting place of Genghis Khan. One of the most famous discoveries in Mongolia is the fossil of the fighting dinosaurs, 2 dinosaurs found in the midst of battle, fossilized in time. Another impressive find was the first dinosaur nest with intact eggs, which provided valuable information about the reproduction of these prehistoric creatures. Complete skeletons of velociraptors have also been found, further establishing Mongolia as a paradise for paleontologists. The predominant religion in Mongolia is Tibetan Buddhism, which has profoundly influenced the culture and traditions of the country. However, before Buddhism, the Mongols practiced shamanism, a belief based on communication with the spirits of nature and ancestors. It is said that ice cream may have been invented in Mongolia during the time of the Mongol Empire. According to some theories, Mongol warriors transported milk on their journeys, and due to the low temperatures of the climate, it would freeze naturally. Later, this frozen milk was whipped until it achieved a smoother texture, similar to that of primitive ice cream. With the expansion of the Mongol Empire, this technique would have been transmitted to China, where it was perfected, and subsequently to Europe through the Silk Road. Before we finish, we leave you with a question. If you could travel back in time and meet Genghis Khan, what would you ask him? Leave us your answer in the comments. And if you were surprised by this video, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating content about the world. See you in the next video.